Ms. Dragna, please state your qualifications and discuss your top 2 priorities if elected and how you would address them.
Okay. My name is Christy Dragna, and I am your candidate for school board, District 9. I am a graduate of Morgan City High School, class of 1994. I'm married to Lee Dragna for 24 years, and he is also a graduate of Morgan City High School, 1992. Together we have 2 wonderful children who are also graduates of Morgan City High School. St. Mary Parish School System has played a major role in our family's success. I am ready to give something back to my community, and we're a very successful local business owners, and I am ready to use that experience as your school board representative. Raising kids in the public school system was a big priority for us. I have good business sense. I'm a good decision maker. My ability to decipher business from politics. I have seen firsthand some changes that need to be addressed in the school system. I'm an active supporter in St. Mary Parish School System. My first priority would be to maintain or better the quality of education in our declining economy. And my second priority would be vetting applications for the new superintendent that we will be placing next year. That's it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dragna. Ms. Black, please state your qualifications and discuss your top 2 priorities if elected and how you would address them.
Hi, my name is Elena Black, and I am married to Chris Black. We have 6 children and 3 grandbabies, and my qualifications include for more than half of my life, I have been in education. I started 16 years ago as a teacher. I taught regular education and special education. I have a bachelor's and master's degree in education, elementary and special education and reading specialist. I am also certified in education leadership, which is administration. I am an educational diagnostician. I worked in the Office of Special Education for several years. That enabled me to work across the district in pretty much all different schools, collaborate with administrators, students, teachers, parents of all different areas from our west to east end of our parish. I have done many things. Been in education for so long and served in different capacities. And I feel like just from talking to people and just things that I've experienced that a big issue that our district is facing right now is a decline in budget with an increased demand from state and federal Department of Education. Our decrease in budget is, of course, as we all know, our economy is not the best right now. A significant source of our funding for our schools comes from our sales tax revenues as well as our student enrollment. We get a little under $4,000 for each student that's in our system, and over the last 6 years, we've seen that decline by about 2,000. So that's a significant issue for us over the last several years, and if that was an easy solution, it would have been solved by now. So what we really need to do as a board is collaborate with other districts and get ideas, collaborate with our local businesses and our communities, talk to our administrators in our schools. We also need to look at that budget line by line and figure out and value what makes the biggest impact on student achievement. We need to do an academic return on investment and go through everything and not cut the things that impact our student learning. We need to keep our children first, their needs first. We need to look at our areas that need the most help, our subgroups, our special education students, and all of that. And that's it.
Thank you, Ms. Black. Next, we'll have 2 questions for each candidate, and each will have 2 minutes to respond. These questions have been provided by the public. Each will be a different question. And again, when I ask the question, I'll ask it twice so that you can understand clearly. Our first question for Ms. Dragna. What do you think is expected of you as a board member? What do you think is expected of you as a board member?
Well, the roles of school board members are you approve the budget, you elect the superintendent, and you put the policy into play. So those are the 3 roles of the school board members. But I mean, you also have to be there you have to be available to listen to the concerns. And I'm there 24/7. As a self-employed, I will be there for you, the people, the kids. I will be there 24/7. I will be able to get in that central office when they're open. You call, I'm there. I can go talk to those principals. I don't work out of the parish. I'm in this parish all day. My kids are out of school. Like I said, I've been through this public school system, and I will be there for you, the citizens, the community, 24/7 to handle your problems, your concerns, and I'm yours. I'm not here for myself. I'm here for you.
Thank you, Ms. Dragna. Ms. Black, your first question. What are the current challenges facing education and school boards? What are the current challenges facing education and our school boards?
Current challenges facing education and our school boards. A huge one I mentioned in my opening was definitely that decline in budget, decline in student enrollment, while continuing to meet the needs of our kids. There are so many things that our schools are in need of. Upgraded technology, more technology, interventions from preschool, even through 12th grade. Even our junior high and high school kids still need interventions and support. We need, another issue is that we need to be progressive and innovative with our career and technical training. We need to prepare our kids to be productive and employable citizens of our communities upon graduating from high school. Not all kids are going to college. So we really need and work with the State Department and various businesses around town so we can develop pathways and credentials that are important to our region and our area. So those are all big concerns that we are facing with that limited budget that we're working with. So we really need to look at things that can be cut that won't have a negative impact on student learning. Everything we do, we need to put the children first and decide what's in their best interest. And I've worked in those schools and with those kids, and I truly feel that I am able to make informed decisions based on experience and things that I work with on a daily basis.
All right, thank you, Ms. Black. We will now move on to our second and final round of questions. Ms. Dragna, how will your experiences and knowledge benefit the children of St. Mary Parish? How will your experiences and knowledge benefit the children of St. Mary Parish?
Well, like I've said, I've been on the inside of the public school system. I've sent my kids to public school. I've been on the inside of those schools. I see some changes that need to be made, and we're avid supporters of the public school system. Donated a lot of money to the schools, seen many of it wasted in areas where it didn't need to be wasted. I have a lot of business experience. My husband and I run a multi-million-dollar business. I have the experience to, that school board members need to approve that budget and put those policies into play. And I think I have the experience.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Dragner. Ms. Black, now for your last question. Who should set the rules governing board procedures, methods, and behavior? Who should enforce them? Who should set the rules governing board procedures, methods, and behavior? And who should enforce them?
The rules and policies of St. Mary Parish are decided upon by the school board itself. There are some that are where we have a policy and procedure already in place that the board follows. If anything needs to be revised and revisited, it is discussed during committees and then voted upon at board meetings. So essentially the board decides on the policies for behaviors of board members, and your board is your enforcer of those policies. So essentially, if it had to enforce the policies, it would be the board.
All right, thank you, Ms. Black. Each candidate will now be given 3 minutes to summarize her candidacy. We'll begin with Ms. Dragner.
Okay. Just please remember the school board members have 3 roles: budget, electing the superintendent, and policy. But without business experience and knowing how to make sound decisions, all that education experience doesn't mean anything. My family has been to the public school system, and my husband and I have been very successful business owners. I have all that business experience needed. Please vote number 59, November 6th. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dragner. And Ms. Black, you will be given 3 minutes to summarize your candidacy.
All right. I want to thank everyone for the opportunity tonight to be here, to be able to share with you a little bit about myself and why I'm running for school board. There are a few things in life that I know, such as, besides education. I don't know how to build a house and I don't know how to fix a car, but what I do know is education. I know how to collaborate well with others in order to get things done. I understand what our teachers and our administrators go through on a daily basis and how policies that people decide on affect what they go through every day. I see children struggle in schools because of decisions that people make for them and for our district. And I believe that I could be a voice for our students, for our parents, for our teachers, for our administrators, for our schools across the district. We need to be able to take the suggestions of the administration of St. Mary Parish and ask them questions. Ask them why they are suggesting certain things and how it will impact our students. We need to make educated and informed decisions so that our students and our children in St. Mary Parish can get the best education that they can possibly get. And I just want to say that we also need to include our community, because everybody has stakes in educating our children, from our businesses to our parents, our grandparents. And I will just use what I know and the experience that I have in order to help guide the board and be an asset to St. Mary Parish. And just make decisions that are in the best interest of our children while still supporting our teachers, our administrators, and those who also have the task of educating our children. Thank you all very much, and vote Elena Black, number 58. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Black. Thank both of you ladies. You may now be seated in the audience.